Hey everybody, this is the local god, and today we're going to be playing Clash Royale, and we'll be showing what many consider as the currently strongest deck in all of Clash Royale. So this deck is being used by many top players at the moment. It's starting to be considered overpowered, a bit OP, and it consists of a core of the Giant and the Poison spell, the Elixir Pump and the Zap spell. And then for the remainder of the deck, there's several variations being seen, which is basically a combination of the Bowler, the Prince, the Musketeer, the Guards, the Ice Spirit, and the Mini P.E.K.K.A. And ever since that latest update, the Mega Minion. So today we'll be showing some games of these specific decks with some of the different variations. And I guess you guys can decide what you guys prefer as the variations and try it for yourself. So here we go. In this first battle, we have a Giant Poison deck, of course, and the variants being used, the options, are the Prince, the Mega Minion, and the Bowler. So here we go. We can see that Giant and the Prince and the Mega Minion going in together with the Poison spell. Mega Minion gets a few shots off against the tower before getting taken down. So that Mega Minion does really good damage. So if it's covered, it's something's tanking for the minion, then it does really good work. But it also has very weak defense, so it gets taken down very easily if it goes against that tower all alone. So there we go. We'll defend against that Goblin Barrel with our guards, and we push again with the Giant. And the opponent there plays a Skeleton Army and some minions. We'll zap all that and get to the tower. The Giant gets a few swings off against the tower while the guards outside do a lot of work. And there we go. That's the first tower down. Opponent now pushing with the Hog Rider and the Goblins. We'll defend that with a Prince. Prince will take down the Hog and should get taken down by the Goblins, and it does. The Goblin gets one shot off. And here comes the Goblin Barrel again. Again, we'll just defend it with the guards. Into double elixir time now, so we'll just play another pump. Opponent there playing minions to take down our guards, and a rocket there being used to take down the elixir pump. So here comes the Hog Rider and the Skeleton Army pushed by the opponent. The Bowler there takes down all of those Skeleton Army skellies, and the Hog gets taken down eventually. The Giant going in now with another push will defend once again the Goblin Barrel with the guards on the right hand side. You can see the opponent there playing the Inferno Tower. Usually we prefer the Inferno or any building being placed in the center, but in this particular case we didn't want the Inferno to lock in on one of the guards, so that's why it was placed in front of the tower. But now with only 5 seconds to go, the opponent does take down that tower with the arrows, tying it up to one apiece, but then we have that massive push already going on the left lane, and we finish it 2-1 in double time, in overtime. So on to the next battle. We're going to be watching to play up top of screen. We're interested in the play on the top, okay? The Giant Poison spell with a Prince, the Bowler, the Musketeer, and the Ice Spirit this time as the optional cards. So here comes the opponent with a Hog Rider Goblin push. We'll freeze that Hog temporarily of the Ice Spirit. And we've got our Bowler going down the left lane all alone, and we'll get taken down by the minions. Well, we suffer quite a bit of damage against our right tower. So Musketeer there gets a few shots off against the opponent's tower. Goblin Barrel will play our Prince at the back to take them down. Prince will be joined by the Giant and the Ice Spirit. They get distracted by the Inferno Tower. Ice Spirit will just distract and reset that Inferno Tower, allowing the Giant to finish it off. The Zap, of course, also helping out there. Now the Musketeer going in and taking down those minions. And the Giant does get a few shots off against the tower before it gets taken down. The Goblin Barrel there, that time being used for defense to take down that Musketeer. Bowler one-shots all the goblins. Here we go. So heading in towards that right tower. And he gets distracted by that Hog Rider temporarily. Takes down all those little troops. And the Bowler will actually finish off that right tower. So it's one tower up for us at the moment. The prince coming in with a charge, giant going in as well, which gets pulled and distracted by the inferno tower. Opponent defending against the guard now. We zap that inferno to reset it, and the giant survives. Into double elixir, the giant does get to the opponent's tower. The minions there will take that giant down. Musketeer to defend against those minions, and Goblin Barrel there will just instantaneously take down that tower. So it's one tower apiece now. Giant going in on the opponent's side, Ice Spirit joining in. Ice Spirit will just temporarily freeze that Inferno, and the giant does get drawn to the Inferno. Rocket there being used as defense in desperation. Bowler there gets taken down by the goblins. Musketeer will take down those goblins back home. So Musketeer and the Prince coming in, and the giant as well. Opponent plays some minions to defend, and another Inferno tower there. We will poison all that, and we take down that tower. So it's 2 tower to us, and we're just going to defend for the last few seconds, which we do. Opponent just gives up, knowing there's not enough time, and that's another win for the giant poison deck. So now on to the third battle. It's another giant poison deck, of course, and we're again watching the player on the top of the screen. So let's see how we go. Just playing an elixir pump to start with. Opponent there will damage the pump and the tower at the same time with the fireball. This time we're going to use a Mega Minion again, the Bowler and the Musketeer as our optional support cards to the core. And the Ice Spirit, of course, as well. So now we have the Giant and the Musketeer going in together. Opponent there, Inferno Tower, Giant and Minions. We'll poison all that. There goes the Mega Minion heading towards the Inferno Tower and takes it down. And it will actually do quite a bit of damage against the opponent's giant. As I said earlier, the Mega Minion does a lot of damage. It's just not a very good tanky troop. It doesn't have a lot of hit points. It gets taken out very easily. As long as it's protected by something, it does a lot of damage. So you've got to be careful when you're defending against that as well. Fireball there to almost take down the Bowler. And the Musketeer, they get taken down by the tower. So now both players into reset. Building up Elixir. Just an elixir pump again on both sides. And both sides again building up elixir. So giant gets placed at the very back. Opponent there will play an Inferno Tower in preparation for the incoming push. Bowler will join the giant. We'll poison that to tower and the Inferno at the same time while the opponent plays a giant. Our Mega Minion once again will go in towards the Inferno Tower, but this time the opponent plays some minions to take down the Mega Minion. More minions again to help take down the giant. But that Poison Bill and the Bowler actually take down that tower in the end, so it's 1-0 up for us. Here comes the opponent's Goblin Barrel. We'll play a Bowler to take those goblins out. Musketeer is just treading in towards the opponent's side. Opponent plays a giant there, and we'll allow that Musketeer to take a few shots off against that King Tower. So here comes the opponent giant. A lot of minions coming in together. We'll zap all those on one side. Goblin Barrel as well. We're going to defend with the poison spell this time in desperation. And our tower is almost down. And I guess opponent's fireball almost taking it down, but not quite. We'll just quickly distract with the elixir pump, and that should be it. Good game. Very close in the end, very close. So now on to the final match of this video. We have 2 giant poison decks against each other. So up the top we have the giant poison with the core cards. Alongside that, we have the Bowler and a Mini P.E.K.K.A. Down the bottom, we have a Mini P.E.K.K.A, a Musketeer, and some guards. So here we go. Let's see which variation wins out. Both players have the giant going in. Up the top we have a musketeer, and down the bottom we have a mini P.E.K.K.A. So the opponent now plays a poison spell against that tower, and the mini P.E.K.K.A, blue mini P.E.K.K.A, will take down that giant. The red giant does get all the way down to the tower. Bowler there defending, mini P.E.K.K.A take down the musketeer, and the mini P.E.K.K.A will get taken down by the bowler and the tower. Musketeer, so Ice Spirit going in, gets taken down. The bowler there should get off one shot. And it gets taken down by the tower. Now at the top we have 2 elixir pumps. Down the bottom we only have 1. So both players start with a giant at the very back. Up top, the musketeer. Down the bottom, a mini P.E.K.K.A will join in and support that giant. Bowler gets placed as defense over there, and the musketeer gets placed defense down the bottom. So here we go. Musketeer will slowly chip away at that giant. The top giant gets to the tower and gets a few shots off. Down the bottom, Ice Spirit takes down the giant and the musketeer as well. Mini P.E.K.K.A there gets taken down the tower while it is distracted by the giant. The bowler there knocking that giant, but he gets taken down by the mini P.E.K.K.A. Another bowler there playing his defense and the poison spell as well on offense. Giant going down, musketeer, poison spell, here comes a push. Gets frozen with the Ice Spirit. Bowler coming in with the mini P.E.K.K.A. Mini P.E.K.K.A is distracted but takes down the guards. The bowler helps out there, doing a lot of splash damage. So musketeer by both players on the left lane. Bowler there being placed as well. Poison spell by the blue player, damaging the tower and the troops at the same time. But here comes a giant, supported by the bowler and the musketeer. Giant there by the blue player as well. Everything's down except for the giant, which gets taken down very quickly by the mini P.E.K.K.A and the musketeer. 4, 3, 2, 1, double overtime. Sudden death. So up the top, big push going on, but a lot of defense as well. The guards coming in. Guards will actually get to the tower and finish it off. There we go. So guards, it seems, is actually a really good addition to this poison giant deck. So I hope you guys liked that video. I hope you guys will try out that deck before it gets nerfed, no doubt. And I'll see you on the next episode. Bye.